We are going to speak about one of the worst sins in the Torah. We are talking about a sin so grave that even God can't forgive you.
What? You are stealing?
A sin so severe, it is literally one of the 10 Commandments, yet it is one that most religious people from most religions in the world still commit. What is this sin and why is it so severe? So guys, keep in mind, I've never owned smicha yore, the first level of rabbinical ordination, so I might miss a thing or two. I see all these internet snake oil salesmen who give themselves the title of rabbi talking about jerking off being one of the worst sins that a man can do.
Wasting seed, masturbates, waste seed and waste seed. Go waste seed in the bathroom.
Masturbate. I don't know how to turn the computer off. I don't know what makes me do that every night. I don't know what makes me do this or that. I don't know what makes me go there.
But to be honest, it doesn't just happen in my nation. It happens with other nations and religious groups across the world to scare you into submission by having you feel guilty about something that most people do, whether they want to admit it or not. Yet, the very same people scaring you about your personal time are guilty of a sin far worse than self-gratification. We're talking about the 8th commandment on the 2 rock tablets that Moshe Rabbeinu gave to Am Yisrael.
Thunder, thunder, thunder! Thou shalt not steal.
The Lord Jehovah has given unto you these 15, 10 commandments.
It says in Exodus 20 verse 13 and Leviticus 19 verse 11, Lo tignov, do not steal. Even Ezra holds that stealing money is like stealing a soul. With money, the halacha, the Jewish law, applies to you whether you do it in secret knowing that your victim will never find out, or if you blatantly steal and you end up suffering harsh consequences from the victim. To steal in secret would be worse than to openly steal, as your sin would never be forgiven because your victim would never know that you stole and you don't give yourself the opportunity to pay back the damages caused as a result of your stealing. Thus, you can never get the opportunity to ask God for forgiveness. God cannot forgive you unless you pay the damages caused by your stealing and you are forgiven by the victim you stole from. And just think how happy your victim will be when you return his missing money you stole 20 years earlier, begging for forgiveness because you can't sleep with yourself at night. And that damage caused him to be permanently homeless. Okay, class, tell me some things that you can steal. Okay, Jose?
Yo, mama.
Okay. Angelica?
Money.
Good. Akiva?
That really badass car you drove today?
Very good. Esther?
That ugly girl's man?
If they ain't married, it isn't stealing.
So I can take her man?
If you don't mind getting a beatdown, sure.
Round 1, fight!
Tractate Bava Metzia of the Babylonian Talmud discusses all the different ways that one could steal, from picking something off the ground which has an identifiable mark, picking a fruit from a tree in somebody's yard, stealing in business transactions, interest, wages not being paid, product manipulation, and even stealing somebody's time. Now I know that some watching this video may make excuses. Well, it doesn't apply to me because I stole from a non-Jew and I don't have to follow the rules of a non-Jewish court.
Jose with an H.
Wrong! So here are your sources, just in case your rabbi didn't know where to find it. Jews are required to follow the laws of the land, as it is stated above in the Talmud in 4 separate places. And legal documents such as promissory notes and deeds of sales written by non-Jews must be upheld in a Jewish court because of the law of the land and its status in Jewish law. According to the Mishnah Torah in Sefer Mishpatim, Mava Velove, chapter 27, it states that the promissory note and the bill of sale is a legal document that can hold a Jewish individual responsible in a Jewish court known as a Beit Din. Chacham Moshe ben Maimon The Rambam writes in Mishnah Torah and Sefer Nezikin, Genevah chapter 1, and it rules that if someone steals something worth more than a pruta, he has stolen, and he is required to pay at least the value of what he stole, whether it is stolen from a Jew or stolen from a non-Jew. But the Rambam makes a statement when discussing stealing by weight and measure in Mishnah Torah and Sefer Nezikin, Genevah chapter 7, verse 12, and I quote, "The punishment for a person who uses false measures is greater than the punishment for licentious sexual behavior. For this is a sin between a person and his colleague, and this is a sin between a person and God." Whoever denies the mitzvah of just measures is considered as if he denied the exodus from Egypt, which is the first of God's commandments. Conversely, if one accepts the mitzvah of just measures, he is considered as if he acknowledges the exodus from Egypt, which brought us about all of God's commandments.
I still wouldn't ask that person to partake in such a miserable job as long as you were around. That's right, Alva. It's a horrible, horrible job.
So guys, don't steal. It's very simple. You wouldn't want it done to you, so don't do it to others. This is AP McKinney with McKinney Media. Have a great night.